thanks for staying with us. The Nigerian Customs Service continue to arrest and impound offensive goods at the ports and border posts all over the country. Also on Customs report, the Controller General of Customs continue to speak on activities of Nigerian Customs Service to members of the public alongside stakeholders in the country. Plus, more report. I am Igiseme Itinye. Stay tuned. The Customs Controller General has continued to speak with traditional rulers in the country, the activities of customs all over the country. He was speaking in Kano to brief stakeholders on customs operation in the country. He visited the palace of the Emir of Kano with some management staff of the customs. The Controller General of Nigerian Customs Service has signed a memorandum of understanding with Joint Tax Board in Abuja. The MOU was signed during a courtesy visit by Secretary of the Joint Tax Board to Customs House in Abuja. The city said that the MOU will strengthen and further encourage the Nigerian Customs Service to continue to collect a lot of revenue for the country and improve the economic development of Nigeria.
Echo your gratitude to the legal team. You can't clap with one hand. This is an agreement between parties, and so we also equally want to appreciate the efforts, tireless efforts of your legal team, and indeed all those that have participated in this. Now, we are looking beyond just signing the agreement. There are a number of reforms, and I'm happy that you talked about the fact that government is desirous to pursue a number of initiatives in 2024, not just in the tax space, tax ecosystem, but also in the ICT. We rely a lot, in the fact that these integrations between our organizations, would enhance our performance and would enable us to perform more efficiently our task of anti-smuggling and revenue generation. But the bigger picture is the fact that in the course of the year, federal government is taking the initiatives to launch the single window program. And we believe that this kind of collaboration, the platform that we have to exchange data, the fact that we are already interfacing with ourselves, will make the integration to single window much, much easier.
The Secretary of the Tax Force speaks on the agreements signed with management of Nigerian Customs Service.
You have permission all over the and it gives me great pleasure that the relationship between the Joint Tax Board and the Nigerian Customs Service has achieved another milestone today. The signing of this memorandum of understanding further strengthens and enriches our trade collaboration as partners in the quest for a vibrant economy for our country. I wish to place on record that at our meeting of Tuesday, 16 January 2024, the decision to finalize this MOU between our organizations was reached, and today it has been actualized. I must commend your team for the promptness with which they work to ensure that we have this MOU, and we are confident that this will mark a defining point in our relationship. While we are elated that this signing is taking place today, we are more excited at the fact that it provides the foundation on which we can build for the future to deepen our database integration processes and facilitate seamless exchange of data. As the ongoing fiscal policy and tax reform initiatives of His Excellency, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR continue to redefine our landscape.
Yes, I just came back from Megatari and I informed our officers that the border is open and the trade can start, with the exception of export of food items. Food items now is on hold because of the emergency of food crisis in the country. On the presidential directives to release seized goods at the border areas to be handed over back to the owners, and it must be consumed internally. So when they have to hand over the whole goods that were seized, which were 40 yam tubers, 33 bags of millets, 27 bags of corn, sweet potatoes, macaroni, sugar, and many other things, which amounting to almost a truck, which we seize them at various time and various exit points during the border closure.
You are watching the program Customs Report. The Customs Area Controller in charge of Tinkan Customs Command has warned importers against importing offensive goods into the country. He gave the warning when he seized various kinds of weapons at the port. The seized items include military camouflage and illicit drugs such as heroin and cocaine. According to the Customs Area Controller, the arms recovered include automatic single-barrel rifles, pump-action guns, and other dangerous weapons.
One 20p 9964 rifle, another 20p 9964 rifle, one Gamo T660 739 rifle, one pump action rifle, one practical tactical 30H PT0 11922 rifle, another 20p 992 rifle, MV pump action rifle, another MV pump action rifle, and yet another P10115 rifle. On the whole, the number of rifles that we have here also include Bainbridge GA Peso, SAS Similas Peso, another SAS Similas Peso, and two other Bainbridge.
Considered that the seizures were made by eagle-eyed customs officers attached to the command. According to him, some persons were arrested in line with the seizures.
2 months and 14 days of this year, the command has been able to generate 240,302 million naira.
He warned importers against importation of hard drugs into Nigeria through approved routes. The Customs Area Controller in charge of Idiroko Command has smashed a syndicate that specialized in smuggling into the country live bullets. He also used the opportunity to appeal to villagers to always inform the customs on movement of armed ammunition in various communities in the zone. The Customs has smashed a syndicate that specialized in smuggling into Nigeria live bullets through the unapproved routes. The syndicate activities was smashed by the Customs Area Controller in charge of Idiroko with his men. The live bullets were concealed in bags of cassava flakes known as Kari.
This is capable of wiping out a community. Why should people continue to engage in illegality of this nature? I want everybody, the security agencies at this border are on the same page, working together in synergy, in cooperation. We collaborate to ensure that this type of activities is rooted out. When you hear of kidnapping, banditry, and irresponsible behavior, this is what it calls. Anybody that holds this bullet to see, it's even worse than the arm and an empty arm. Because once this one is released, it's pressed and killed. So the media, our great partners, we must ensure that this type of activity or things are escalated. To try to tell Nigerians, those who are engaged in it, to join forces with government.
He said the ammunition were intercepted by officers of anti-smuggling operations along the borderline.
Aided the seizure but lost the suspect, as the items were abandoned by the suspected smugglers who absconded in a bid to evade arrest. In addition to the above, the command also recorded the seizure of 123 sacks and 3,172 parcels of cannabis sativa, commonly known as Idia hemp, 380 pieces of donkey skin, 304 bales of used clothing, and 910 cartons of poultry products, among others. These seizures were intercepted at the creeks, borderlines, and other strategic locations across Ogun State.
Command also intercepted cannabis, including used clothes and tires from smugglers worth over 557 million naira. The commandant of Customs Training School, Ikeja, and also the deputy controller of Customs.
We're indeed grateful. And basically, the intent of our visit is to further build on the concerted efforts of the Comptroller General of Customs, Bashir Adeni Adewale MNI, in his efforts of collaboration and capacity building. By the grace of God, I am an alumni of this prestigious institution. And the weeks that I spent here with my senior colleagues added great value in my person and also my career, by extension, thank you, by extension, the service. And that actually informed our decision at the college to come home and to also look at areas where we can collaborate to add value to the Customs Training College. Capacity building is one very important aspect of growth, and that is what the Comptroller General of Customs.
From a number of courses we've undergone with military and other paramilitary agencies, shows how balanced you are as an officer, customs officer, in terms of knowledge. And no doubt you are here to pay this courtesy call to strengthen interagency cooperation and synergy. So, we have something in common from the brief. You see that we have something in common: capacity building. It's a great privilege, indeed, when you are saddled with the responsibility of building people, building men. In your own case, you take them when they are young, maybe probably from age 17 or 18 to 22, and groom them to become productive and disciplined officers that will be assets to the Nigerian Customs Service, to national security, and to promote a national economic interest, which the customs is known for. And they are one of those government agencies at the forefront of this. I will see quite a number of improvements, initiatives over the years, advancements in the service, which have led to, commensurately led to increase on a yearly basis of internally generated revenue for the nation.
The Comptroller General of Nigerian Customs Service has officially presented a BMW bike to a female custom officer in Lagos. The CG speech was presented by the Commandant of Customs College in Ikeja, Lagos.
The reward mechanism that the Comptroller General of Customs created recently, about 7 officers were elevated to the next rank. Amongst them, the highest rank was Deputy Comptroller of Customs. And that feat truly serves as a motivating factor to others. During the Customs General of Customs Conference 2023, held sometimes last year in December. Those that were in attendance also saw the magnanimity of the Comptroller General of Customs in his leadership skill. One of our officers who ventured into men's activities, and that action created or attracted the management of Nigeria Customs Service to honor her.
The ACG in charge of Zone A of Customs and also ACG in charge of Zone A Immigration has this to say at the occasion.
For CSC Ogo, incidentally, she was my staff when I was controller in Irikiri Lighter Terminal. And if she remembers, I asked her, I said, get me one of these your motorcycles. Because of the heavy traffic, unlike my brother, the ACG, me, I'll ride Okada. And she said, I'm too old. I'll fall down. I said, why not for me first? Let me try. You see, by now, I would have mastered it. Maybe next year I'll get my own award. So she is a positive role model for the service. And that is why she's been honored today. Because she has projected the service far and wide internationally. So people who have read, have watched, have seen her travels across Nigeria and the West African sub-region now associate the Nigeria Customs Service with something positive.
Too much is given, much is expected. Everything should not be about promotion alone. When you are being recognized for doing good thing, others who are watching from distance, who are sitting on fence, who are saying it doesn't concern me, they may be able to learn a lesson and they may be able to fall in line so as to add value to the system. We all enrolled in this job to rise to the peak of our career. The Assistant Controller General's Customs Service here will bear with me that both of us have reached the peak of our career as ACG. You should know that. Whatever happens after this rank is, we all know what it means.
Two controllers also commended the CG for the awards given to two officers in Lagos.
He is a man that walks his talks. Ab initio, when he came on board, he made mention of collaboration, innovative strategy, which of course that is part of what he's doing now. There has to be innovation by way of rewarding officers that has done well. It is to encourage them to do more and to now be something that will spur those that has not done anything for them to do something so that they will be so recognized. So it is a clear departure from what we used to have before, whereby intelligent officers are not being rewarded. But now it is clear that you will get your reward, some through special promotion, some through ways like this, some through recognition.
Our CGC, Bashir Adewale, Adeniyi, MFR, DSM, PSC Daga, for this gift to our officer. Actually, I need to tell you that this is novel. This act of bike riding, it's novel, it's new to us. And for our big boss to recognize this particular lady, honestly speaking, it goes down into the history of Nigerian customs. And I verily believe that other officers will follow suit. Because Our CGC is reputed for rewarding excellence, and this is one of the acts. Look at the promotion, look at everything he has been doing. We have never witnessed this, and this is great.
The awardees has this to say.
I want to say a very big thank you to the Controller General of the Nigerian Customs Service. I really appreciate this gift. It was not expected, and I am very grateful for everything, the encouragement, the support. When I started this trip, I was just doing it for fun. It was my annual leave, and I wanted to travel, and I didn't know it was going to end up like this. So I'm very grateful to God, and I'm very grateful to the CG and to my family, my mom, my siblings, for their encouragement all through the trip. Thank you very much. The girl child should be encouraged, okay? And women should be encouraged, even in their places of work. They can do extra, they can do exploits, only if we can encourage them. Let's not just push them aside and say, oh, you're a woman, you cannot do this. I think that if we're able to encourage the women, we'll get better results.
The BM bike was presented to her by the CG of Nigerian Customs Service. Just before the end of this week's edition of the program Customs Report, we brought you a report where goods worth billions of naira was seized by members of the Nigerian Customs Service in the country. For me, Egiseme Edie, thanks for watching.